We are talking about Star Trek Picard and the addition of the Borg Queen. They have cast a new queen. We have a new queen, which means that we're probably wrong about our Borg Queen theory. Shane?
No. I'm still holding on to the fact that that this is a Borg Queen from a different timeline.
Oh yeah, maybe it's like flashbacks. Maybe it's Locutus remembering, or the timeline that Q eliminated. Who knows? But we do know this. Star Trek Picard has just anointed a new queen, Annie Wersching. Vampire Diaries 24. I remember her in a show called Timeless, which I actually loved. Oh, you know what? Oh my.
Are you having a realization in the moment?
Okay, bro. What were we talking about? When we were talking about before the show, we're like, why would StarTrek.com and the Twitter, why would they like not only announce this, but like promote this news?
Why would they?
Because it would be a massive spoiler for Picard, right?
My idea was it got out somehow.
That's a valid idea, but what if you're right and it's flashbacks or memories of the Borg Queen, and this is a misdirect? What if they're like, well, we're gonna go ahead and show who we're casting for the original timeline Borg Queen because we don't want you to see we don't want the news to leak about what actually happens. They can nip all the theories in the bud, and they give the audience something to talk about.
I wish that I believed that they were that clever. I do. I mean, that'd be fantastic. You know, throw us something and get us going the other way. But I don't think that anybody who admits that they started the series with the first season of Picard and didn't know how it was going to end before they started filming the first episode is frightening.
That's right. They did say that, didn't they?
They did. It was
how do you write a TV series and not know how the TV series is going to end?
Like they knew what they wanted to accomplish, like what to get people. They wanted people to feel like the synthetics were just as equal to regular human beings.
You know what's crazy is that these billion-dollar companies do just that, where they're like, oh, we have a general idea. We're going to start the episode. We're going to try to shove as many member berries in there as possible and see how it goes. Meanwhile, our little tiny YouTube channel has planned out our content for the next year.
Well, mostly, yeah.
Almost, you know?
Yeah. Well, it's interesting because they didn't know that they were going to turn Picard into a synthetic. And they came to the realization at some point that the ultimate way to show that synthetics are equal to humans is to make Picard a synthetic. That's how they envisioned it.
Yeah. The fan base is not going to have any problem with that.
Yeah. I mean, well, it's done. So, but so Annie Wersching, you know, who knows how much of a part she's going to play in this. We still think it's a better idea to have Seven temporarily become the queen, but we weren't invited to write this. So
there's two Borg queens and they're battling it out.
Maybe I could see that happening. But as you mentioned, she's been doing some acting for quite some time. She is not what I would call a fresh face. She was actually, this is pretty amazing, her first acting credit is for Star Trek Enterprise. Back in 2002, during the episode Oasis, she played Liana. That was her first acting gig, listed in IMDb.
Wow.
And she's gone through to do a few things. She was in an episode of Frasier. She was in Charmed.
Oh, she was the villain in Rookie. Oh wow, she was actually really good in that TV show.
Well, if she was a good villain in The Rookie, then the Borg Queen's a villain. So,
bro, she played a serial killer basically, in The Rookie with Nathan Fillion.
Huh.
And she became enamored with this rookie cop Nathan Fillion, and she was sort of like leading him around. She kept trying to meet with him specifically to give him details over people that she murdered or whatever. But it was all just a giant con. even though she liked Nathan, she was trying to manipulate him. She did a great job. She was a really good serial killer. It was like, well, is she nice? Is she not? She played every emotion. Very good, actually. Oh man, I totally forgot about that. That was fantastic.
So there's some hope here. It's hopeful.
Yeah.
That she might actually be able to bring some great acting chops to the role. Okay, that's cool.
Oh, she was a really good villain in The Rookie. My God, I forgot. Dude, I didn't even recognize her. That's crazy. Because her hair is so red.
She looks so different in all of her pictures. Like,
yeah,
you know, she really, she might be one of those chameleon actors that can really fit into whatever role she needs to.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, she was great in The Rookie. One of the reasons I started watching The Rookie was obviously for Nathan Fillion, but the story was so good. Even though I'm not really a big on like cop shows or whatever, the story just constantly kept upping the game up until this last season where it became hyper political. You know, all about COVID or whatever.
Right.
That's when I stopped caring. But the first 3 seasons were just phenomenal because the writing was so good, and she was a big part of that the season before this last.
Interesting. You know what else is interesting is in IMDb, the only person listed through 2022 in the cast is Jean-Luc Picard.
It's because they don't know. They don't know who's going to be in it yet.
Well, we know Jerry Ryan's in it because she's in the clips.
That's true.
But yeah, interesting.
That's cool, man. That's cool.
Yeah.
This is look. I know we're not 100% stoked, you know, with the direction they're taking. But it is, it's certainly better than Picard is certainly better than Discovery,
right?
For us, anyways. And I like the Borg. Obviously, we made how many videos about the Borg? So well, you know, why not? Let's look at more. Yeah, did you see me looking at the casting of Rick and Morty? Did you guys see that? No. Oh, he said looking at Rick and Morty casting Christopher Lloyd. That's funny because I had just clicked that link. That's crazy.
Really?
That's probably a story for next week. But yeah, apparently they cast Christopher Lloyd as.
Wait a second. Are they doing a live action Rick and Morty?
I don't think so. I think it might be like a short or something.
Oh, okay. Well, the only person that can play that role is Christopher Lloyd. So.
Right. Well, you see, Rick Sanchez, the character in Rick and Morty, is based on Christopher Lloyd. Yeah.
Yeah. So that'll be interesting.
All right, guys, listen. Let us know what you guys think about this news. What are you excited about there being even more Borg in Picard season 2? I feel like now that I'm saying it out loud, this might actually support our theory because there were people in the comment section of our Borg video that were like, it's about Q or whatever. It's not going to be a Borg story. And I'm like, there's 7 and 9 in it, and there's Picard in it, and there's Q in it. There's going to be Borg in it. And now we have a Borg queen. There's going to be a lot of Borg in season 2. And you know what? If it's all about member berries, that's smart. It's smart to take the most infamous Star Trek villain, not only that Star Trek has had, but like that Picard had, and bring him back for what could be the last season of Picard, because who knows how long Patrick Stewart's going to keep doing that role, you know?
And it's obviously one of the most traumatic elements of his life. And what happens? Q comes in at a very traumatic moment in his life. We have said that we feel like it has something to do with his time with Locutus. We'll see.
We will see. But for now, we're moving on.
Thanks for watching. To see the full conversation, become a member of the Popcast family. Use the link in the description below or go to our channel and click the join button. Select your tier, and we'll see you at the next show.